Hello Internet, it's Dee. Trying out a little bit of a different vlog style thing today. We're at Southwest Plaza Mall up in Littleton, and we wanted to come and just hang out, kind of have a late birthday, early Halloween thing for me. This is pretty much like my favorite mall in the whole world. I mean, I'm biased because it's also my childhood mall and it survived into 2018, so good on it. It's going strong. They're putting they got all sorts of fun things in here now. They have an arcade, but like a good one, not like the shitty ones that like barely hang on, like a new one. They got an escape room that just opened this year that we're gonna try. They have an aquarium in here now. Yeah, so we wanna check it out and see what's new. I wanted to get a little bit of footage of just what the inside of this mall looks like, although unfortunately you're just gonna have to deal with a bit of the shaky cam. We'll breeze through it a little bit. I unfortunately don't have a stabilizer right now. Hopefully I can pick one of those up soon. I kind of wasn't sure if I'd need it, and then I'm like, oh wait, I actually want to go out and do stuff where I might actually need something like that. Oops. The first place we stopped by was called Escape the Room, and as you might expect, it's one of those escape room places that's very trendy right now, I guess. I'd never been to this one before. It just opened here this summer, I believe, and oh my gosh, the aesthetics and branding are very on point. I love the theming they have going on here. They have like a nuclear reactor escape room, I think, a submarine escape room, a Wild West bank heist, and the one we went to, which is like an evil puppet show gone wrong. Yeah, it sounded very Halloween and on point, so that's why we picked that one. Yeah, I see you, you little creep. What are you hiding?
Nope.
Unfortunately, we weren't allowed to film in there, obviously, because there'd be spoilers for the people that want to go play. So no solutions from me. So I have now beaten 3 for 3 of the 3 escape rooms I have been in thus far. Without spoiling it, I can say that of the rooms I've played thus far, it is definitely the best one I've played yet. I thought it was a good difficulty level. It wasn't like frustratingly, annoyingly difficult, while still being really challenging and definitely making us work for it. And we didn't have a lot of time left. We escaped in about 50 minutes with 10 minutes left. And unlike in some other rooms, I felt like each of us contributed something to the puzzle solving. Like, we all had a moment where we were like, oh, and figured something out. So that's just really satisfying. Also, the puppets do move, so there's that. We were going to check out the aquarium that opened here, but unfortunately by the time we were finished eating, it had already closed for the day, so we just went straight to the arcade. Oh, I love this arcade. They have so many Pootie Cuda machines. Every time I go here, I have to take at least one Pootie Cuda picture and try to cram everyone I can in there. The one that I tried to cram everyone in this time wasn't actually supposed to hold 4 people. Some of them are, I just didn't realize this one wasn't. So that got silly really fast. There is so much stuff in here. This place is so huge. I have not even begun to scratch the surface of trying like even a quarter of these games. I don't know what a lot of this stuff even is. There's a lot of it that's all in Japanese, but everything I've tried has been pretty great. But it is sometimes overwhelming walking in here. It's so loud and there's so many flashing lights and sounds that sometimes I'm just like, oh god, I'm overwhelmed. Where's something familiar like Mario Kart? They also have a ton of crane games and UFO catchers, like the Japanese kind that aren't nearly as much of a fucking scam as the kind that you normally see around. So I usually play those every time I'm here, and I can get a plushie every time. Like, if you know the tricks and you start to figure it out, there's a strategy to it. So I got a little Azetsuko plushie. Honestly, sometimes the hardest part is just deciding what I want to spend my money on, because there's so many good things. Like, this is a real easy place to go blow some money and have fun. One of my favorite games I like to play here is Groove Coaster, which is this really fun rhythm game, and I'm not even normally into rhythm games. Something about the visuals about this one is just so incredibly satisfying. There's a mobile version I play sometimes on my phone as well, but The arcade version is definitely funner. So enjoy some weedy music and visuals that are hopefully so garbled by background noise that the copyright bots don't notice it. Jeremy tried a new dance machine we saw. This is cool. Oh, Blackpink is good. Yeah. I think most of the fun is just the visuals of stepping on the floor more than the actual rhythm part. There was a new 4-player Halo co-op game that we decided to try out. And honestly, like, it was legit more fun than I was expecting.
Alright, I'm ready.
Sorry, I think I shot a wrong person. I'm not usually that into on-rails shooters, but with 4 people all at once, in like a really cool setup, it actually is pretty fun. Oh, nice effect.
Yeah. Oh, I like how we go across each other's screens. It makes it feel really big.
Yeah.
Overridden the controls. Use these guns to hold off the company.
Yes. I love it when they give us big guns.
So I'm going to throw a few clips in with our wacky commentary on the subject. What I thought was really cool about this game was that each of the guns they made feel different.
Man, they really put a lot of rattle in each gun.
Yeah, Master Chief, stop stealing the show. Get out of here, Master Chief. Nobody likes you.
Yeah, shotgun. Oh, good, I got it again. Is this like a shotgun?
I think it is, yeah.
So even though you're firing the same arcade apparatus the whole time,
Jeremy got the high score. Or wait,
This mission.
winner.
Best actor is like Steve, though.
Oh, yeah.
the feedback you get is like totally different somehow, and it's really interesting.
I'm doing way worse than this part.
Yeah, me too.
You're kicking my ass, though.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you're ahead of kills. You can actually see it next to our health.
Oh.
So yeah, you're winning. Was a war crime, but you know.
What, by using rocket launchers?
Against fleeing opponents.
Oh.
Like, that just seems excessive.
I think that there are no such thing as war crimes if somebody wants to be genocide. I'm not sure.
Touche.
Oh, wait. Oh, wait. Oh, it's me.
Anthony's the winner.
Yeah, my accuracy's pretty bad.
You still tied for accuracy, so you know.
Yeah.
But by far my favorite game. What on earth? There's a table to flip. Was this weird little game just kind of tucked away behind some stuff that I have no idea what it's actually called. I can't read any of that.
Okay, I have no idea what
going on? So, in lieu of actually knowing what it's called, I'm just gonna call it Table Flipping Simulator, and it's exactly what that sounds like. You have this little plastic table, and your goal is to just flip that sucker as hard as you can and trash everything in the digital room. It is amazing and so satisfying, and I am so glad that this is in my life now.
Oh, I got him out the window. I did it. Yes.
Oh, those faces, I love it.
I know. Oh my god, I did not get the sprinkler before. I did the whole f***ing exercise. Yes.
Oh, the explosions, I love it.
The sad ballad with the slow-mo. I love it. It's like the entire Office Space movie in like 2 minutes.
Oh, I see. It's like it's showing everything that's breaking and the yen cost for it.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Like, it should show, I got the guy out the window, so it should show what happens to him when he goes out, which is my favorite part of this scenario. So I'm glad I turned it off again.
Oh, it's like oh, I think the sprinklers started going off. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Yeah. Oh my god, I get so many things. There it goes. There it goes. Still going.
Oh, oh no.
Oh, I pushed it back, so I gotta push that. Oh, I got someone that's stealing it. That's what's set out there. Man, I got way more stuff. Oh, there it goes.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Oh, I got this much big. There we go. This is the best part.
Yeah.
I love it. I love that. There he goes. He's fine. He's
Oh,
totally fine. He's safe. Oh! Oh my god! Oh, yeah. If you can read Japanese, please tell me what that says. I want to know.
Well, that's all for now, folks. This was my first attempt at vlogging while out and about, so tell me what you think down in the comments. It was definitely a learning experience, I'll give it that. I'll be back next week with more makeup videos that are much easier to film and edit than this one was. But I had a lot of fun making this, and that's what counts, isn't it? Remember to subscribe if you haven't yet, and I will see you in the next video.